Hey guys, I hope you're all well and having a wonderful day. So today I'm here with a video that I haven't done this type of video before, so I thought I would try something new, and that is a first impressions video. This is a video that I love watching on YouTube, no matter what it is, like especially drugstore things, because that's kind of more what I look for, and I love watching drugstore dupes, but now I'm rambling. But anyway, I really love first impressions videos, so I thought I would bring you a product that has been hyped about quite a lot and something that's really affordable, really accessible, and we're going to see how good it really is, and that is the Barry M Chisel Cheeks Contour Kit. There it is there, and that's what the cover looks like. The inside is like this. So there is a dark bronze, a more warm tone bronze, and a highlight shade. Just kind of like the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit. They kind of picked the three best colours from that, if you ask me, like the shade range that they picked. And then on top there is a little kind of like how-to, which actually when I read it I was like, oh yeah, I should put that across the top of my head. Like, it gave me a few tips, like things that I just forgotten about. So it's really lightweight, first of all. It's made out of kind of a cardboardy plastic, but it's not super cheap looking, and it's so handy for travelling. I love how small this is. The only thing I would say about the packaging that I don't like is it tends to get dirty quite easily. I can already see from me swatching them and then blowing the powder across, it can get a bit dirty. And also that there's not a mirror here. I feel like a mirror would be a lot more appreciated than this little tutorial. They could have put this on the back or something. But apart from that, I really like the packaging, and it's really, like I said, really easy to travel with. So I hope the lighting's okay for this video. I'm just using natural light. It's a really beautiful day here in Ireland, and I hope that it's okay. If not, let me know and I'll start using my studio lights during the day. On my face, I've just done my eye makeup, my base, my foundation, and my eyebrows. So that's it. I have no contour on, no cream contour, no blush. So I'm going to start off with using this, of course. And the brushes that I use, I'll show you them before I start so I don't have to mention them again. I have two of these brushes. One of them is angled and one of them is round, and I got these at a market many years ago. So they have no brand, they are just like regular powdery brushes. They're not the softest, and I'm actually looking for a new contour brush. I think I'm going to get the Real Techniques one. For now, these do the job pretty well, so I'm going to be using these two. This for contouring, this for blusher and maybe highlighting. And then I have this brush from Sigma. I don't know if you can see it. This is just a big fluffy brush. It's the E40, and I got this years ago. These hold up really well. That's one thing I will say about Sigma brushes. This has lasted me at least 4 years. So I'll link Sigma brushes down below, and this one in particular, if you want to get this is perfect for carving out your cheekbones, I find, and also if you wanted to do a little highlighter there. So I wish I had two of these. And then to set all of that, or even to bronze up the face, if you wanted to go all around the corners of your face, I'm going to be using the Real Techniques powder brush, and that is just a really big fluffy brush that is really soft and lovely. I love this brush to death. I use it mostly just for setting my makeup with a powder, but today I might use it for bronzer too. So I'm going to start out by using this last shade here, which is the dark cool tone bronze, which is obviously meant for contouring. And I'm going to use my angled brush, which has seen better days. My friend Aisling posted this up to me from Kerry, so Aisling, if you're watching, thank you for giving this back to me. So I'm just tapping off any excess on the corner of the palette, because these products are actually really pigmented. I noticed that when I swatched them, so I was really happy about that. And then I just have my mirror over here in this direction if you see me looking over here. And I'm going to start by just placing the product in where my cheekbones would go in if I went like this. I think you know the drill. There's a lot of tutorials on YouTube about how to contour and stuff, and some really good ones. So I'm just going to blend this in, and you can already see that it just creates like this shadow. So I really like this colour so far. It's not making me look dirty or muddy. It's kind of like, it is quite a cool tone, so it kind of looks almost grey, but in a good way, if you catch my drift. It looks like a real shadow. I'm impressed with this so far. So there's that side. Now I'm going to take the same colour on the other side of my face. Oh, I got a message. It's Ali. Hey Ali, if you're watching, which you better be. So then I'm going to go on the other side. And I kind of just blend this in with like line strokes and circular strokes to blend it upwards. I never blend down because that is just going to give your face a more droopy effect and you want it to look lifted and sculpted. So far so good. I really like the product. I think you can see it better on this side. Yeah, I really like that. You only need to use the tiniest bit. Really pigmented, so use a light hand with this if you're trying it out for the first time. I'm going to take some more of that cool toned bronze, tap off the excess and bring this around the top of my hairline and my temples. I've never really had a really cool toned bronze. They've always had some kind of warmth to them, so this is actually working out really nicely. I like this. I love my MAC MSF in deep medium, but that's kind of more like an overall bronze. It's very warm tone, which I love it, but this kind of was what I was missing in my collection, I feel like. I think with this product it's a good idea to build it up instead of just going in with a lot of product. So I'm just going around my hairline to slim my face down a little bit. If I ever feel like I need more blending, I take this brush because I find it so soft. It's just fantastic at blending. And go around my face like that. Now I'm going to take more of the cool tone bronze and do around my jawline, which I always love to contour because if you can see I can see myself in the mirror and I can see my face is like goes down and then down, really kind of pointy. Maybe it's not as noticeable to other people, but I like to contour just here because then that will, if you see when I look straight on, to make that area disappear would make my face more oval and symmetrical. So I don't go up too much onto my actual face because then I will look dirty, and this area is supposed to be highlighted to make the cheeks lift up, if you catch my drift. But I just kind of blend it down into my neck, which I always put a bit of bronzer on also to help blend in that jawline contour that I always like to do. Please ignore my nails, or should I say nail? I have like one nail on each hand painted. So I'm just going in there where the corner of my jaw is. I think this product is really good for beginners as well, the contouring, because it gives you only 3 shades to choose from, so you can't really go wrong. And I feel like contouring is somewhere that I actually really need to practice with. Something that I really want to like perfect and get more into. I still do really want the Anastasia Beverly Hills one, just because it's so hyped and I'm a sucker for an L trend. So already you can see from the start of the video that this has contoured my face a good bit and really given me some definition. I really like it so far. So now I'm going to go in with the more warm tone bronze shade that's in the middle on the same brush. And here I'm just going to bring it sideways across my cheek like that in upward motions just to give me more warmth to my face. I'm not using this shade to contour with at all, just because it's a lot warmer and I think the other shade does a much better job at that. This is just kind of going to blend into the darker shade and I think really help it blend into the rest of my skin tone a lot easier, because if you do use quite a cool tone bronzer, it needs to be blended really well or else it's going to be quite obvious that you used one. So just bringing it sideways across my cheeks, kind of like a blusher, but making sure to blend it into that line that I already made with the cool toned. With the cool toned colour is what I meant to say there. I lost my words. And now I'm going to bring this across the top of my forehead because that's where the sun would hit you and give you a tan. If you tan, which I do not, fun fact about me. I was thinking about doing the 50 facts about me tag. I couldn't remember whether I'd already done it, but that was the TMI tag, which I'll link down below if you want to check that one out. But I want to do the 50 facts about me one because I love watching them. I think they're so funny. So here I'm just going around the edges of the other contour that I did. And I'm taking really small amounts of product with this part because You don't want to look like half your head is orange and the rest is a weird colour. And I always see I'm going to leave a really highlighted spot here. And what is that here? I have a brush hair on my head. There we go. On the other parts of my face, I have used the MAC Prep and Prime and Light Boost just under my forehead, down my nose and here to make the contour stand out more. And so far I really like this. I think it gives you like a really airbrushed look. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera as much as it is in person, which is a shame. I really need like a better camera, I think, but I will insert a picture at the end so you can see it properly, and maybe some pictures on my blog, because I actually really like this product and I want you to see the full effect of it. So next, for some deeper contouring, because I'm pretty concerned that you can't see it properly on camera, I'm going to deepen it up a bit so you can see it better. I'm going to use this fluffy brush from Sigma that I mentioned earlier and the Cool Toned Bronze again. And just pack that onto my brush, tap off the excess, suck in my cheeks and really just get in there and chisel it out. I think contouring is something that when I really take my time with, I can get a really nice result, but I need to take my time. So I think all these steps put together may seem like a bit much for an everyday routine, but I probably wouldn't do this every day, maybe just when I'm going out. So you can see there that has contoured that quite nicely. This brush is perfect for this because you can place the product and blend it at the same time because it's super fluffy. Yeah, I really like this palette so far. Definitely going to be doing a review on my blog. So last but not least, I'm going to take that highlighter shade on the rounder brush that I usually use for blusher, is what I'm trying to say there. Tap off a bit of it and put this under my eyes. Ooh, it's quite subtle, but I can definitely see it. Like when I turn, it's catching the light. And as well, I didn't really have a powder that I was using to set my concealer with. The one I had smashed recently, so this is handy. Then I'm going to pop some in the middle of my forehead. I think this goes nicely with the Prep and Prime because it has quite a champagne-y, yellowy undertone to it. Obviously the yellow is to help brighten. And I'm just going to place this everywhere. You want your face to be brighter, of course. That is a really nice powder. It's really finely milled. And that is it. So I'm just going to put some blusher on and then come back and do a final conclusion on what I think about this product. So I've just put a blusher on and come back to talk to you about the product. And first impressions, I really like this, if you couldn't tell already. I especially actually like the highlighter shade. I was just looking at myself there in the mirror and I haven't put any cheekbone highlight on, but you can see it's like shimmery because I put the highlight there in a triangle like I would my concealer. So I have no shimmer on my face whatsoever. I'm really liking this whole matte contoured highlighted look, and this is perfect for achieving this. So this is all I use, like you've seen. This is all you need, and it's really good for daytime, I believe, because there's not too much shimmer in it, so it's not going to come across really sparkly out in the sun. It's just going to look like your face is naturally like that. So thumbs up from me, 5 out of 5 for this product, I would have to say. I also really like the Cool Tone Bronze in this. I think it's really natural, really good and suitable for pale skins. As you can see, I have quite fair skin. I'm Irish, so of course I do. And this worked really well for me. So for, I think this was $6.50 maybe, $6.79, you cannot go wrong. I believe they're doing a deal on this in Boots and Superdrug at the moment because it's quite new. So definitely go and pick it up now if you want to get it, because it can be hard to find sometimes. If you can't see it in store, make sure to go online. You can order from superdrug.co.uk and I think you can order from boots.ie. I'm not entirely sure about that. But either way, I definitely think you should try this out if you're looking for a new contour kit on a budget. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this video, something new from me. Give it a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I'll plan on doing some new ones pretty soon with some new launches that are in the drugstore, that are in Boots and Superdrug at the moment. So make sure to subscribe to my channel to see the rest of my videos, and I'll see you really soon for my next one. Bye!